This week we are looking at Daniel's decisions. What did Daniel choose to do that we can apply in our own situations in our lives today? Today I want to focus on the decision that he made to stand even though he was in a culture that he didn't know. He never compromised on his love for God, on his decisions, even though he adopted the culture. You know, the Israelites had been captured by King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. And this is who they were. We read it in Daniel 1 verse 4. They were youths in whom there was no defect. They were good looking, showing intelligence in every branch of wisdom, endowed with understanding and discerning knowledge, and who had the ability for serving in the king's court. And he ordered him to teach them the literature and language of the Chaldeans. In verse 5 it says, "And the king appointed for them a daily provision of the king's delicacies and of the wine which he drank, and 3 years of training for them, so that at the end of that time they might serve before the king." But here we see what Daniel decided to do, and it's found in verse 8. It says, "But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portions of the king's delicacies, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the chief of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself." So often as Christians we feel that we have to go and isolate ourselves from the world. Yet Jesus was such a wonderful example of that. He was a friend of sinners. Sinners felt comfortable in his presence, yet he never compromised on what he was, who he was, and his belief systems. We get to be the salt and the light in this world today. We don't have to isolate ourselves. We can go and change the culture around us by embracing it, but still being true to ourselves and what we believe Jesus has called us to. I love this last scripture in 1 Corinthians 16 verse 13. It says, "Watch, stand fast in the faith, be brave, be strong." Go and be light and salt. Go and purpose in your heart what you are not going to be defiled by, but still go and be a culture changer and impact this world, because they need to hear the good news of Jesus and see it in us today. Always remember, you are highly favored and deeply loved.